Hello, folks. Welcome back to our channel. And today I'm going to be reviewing another episode of Medium. And today I'm going to be reviewing the third episode of the fifth season called A Person of Interest. A Person of Interest, indeed. The episode was directed by Patricia Arquette herself, who plays Allison in the show, the main character, the main actress. And the episode was written by Robert Doherty and Craig Sweeney. And the episode originally aired on February 16th, 2009. So in this episode, Allison is having some dreams about the murder of a judge that happened some years ago, right? And she starts to acting a little bit weird, right? She starts acting out of character as she kind of becomes obsessed with mechanical engineering, according to Wikipedia. I'm quoting a little bit from there as usual. So basically, at some point it seems that she's making a bomb, right? And it freaks out her husband, Joe, who basically knows that there's something, not quite right with his wife. And she bought a lot of fertilizers at some point at the supermarket, and it doesn't look good at all. So basically, Allison, starting to worry her husband, and so he has to do something quick before Allison might put them all in danger. And so Allison is going to keep having these dreams of these people who basically planted a bomb in that, building, and that I don't believe that it's not really planting a bomb, sorry. It's more like, I believe they were driving some truck or something, and then a bomb, went off. I mean, I don't want to spoil it in any way, shape, or form, but just bear in mind that it has something to do with a bomb. This is basically the main thing. So basically, Allison is going to keep having these dreams of the past, and she's going to learn basically about something that involves the present. But I don't want to spoil the episode too much or anything, so I'm not going to be telling you what it is, what happens, how it relates, and so on. I'll let you find out for yourselves. And the sad story in this episode is about Joe, who has a colleague, and this colleague is pretty nice, pretty chill, but there's something about him, and Allison is going to find out what it is, right? Basically, at some point he invites him over for dinner at the house, at the family house, at his place, at his house, right? But then something is going to happen. I'll let you find out for yourselves what. But yeah, I believe this is pretty much it for this episode, really. I mean, yeah, I guess I said it all. So yeah, this episode was pretty great in my opinion. And maybe let's move on to the characters straight away without further ado. So we have the main ones, right? And then we have Kevin Corrigan, who plays David Brewer, who I believe is Joe's colleague, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, I don't want to say anything inaccurate, but I'm pretty sure he is. So this is David Brewer, who plays Kevin Corrigan. Sorry, Kevin Corrigan plays David Brewer. Then we have Enzo Rossi, who plays Arlo Slocum. Then we have Xander Berkeley, who plays Mitchell Slocum. Then we have Lois Atkins, who plays Debbie Brewer. Then we have Eileen Gonzalez, who plays reporter. Madison Curbelo plays Marie. Miranda Curbelo plays Marie. Stephanie Patton plays blonde teenager. Peggy Goss plays mother. Angela Bullock plays psychiatrist. Mark Coulson plays balding man. And last but not least, Red Skinner plays a beast man. So those are the main characters, the main actors. I really liked Kevin Corrigan in this episode, and Xander Berkeley. Both of them did a pretty awesome job. especially, yeah, this character. I didn't tell you a lot, but there is something involving an abusive dad, an abusive father, who basically is kind of a hard on his young boy, and he wants him to become a man and so on. And I believe he served in back in the day. I don't remember which country, but basically he was in the army, something like that. And basically this is how he earned his, how could I say, he earned his stripes. He earned his, basically he believes that, there's a war going on and so on, and that's how he earned his, who he is. I mean, yeah, sorry about that. That doesn't make a lot of sense. That's how he earned his stripes. I'm pretty sure that's how the expression goes. Anyway, sorry about this. But yeah, this episode was pretty good. I mean, it reflects a lot on, like, it does feature a lot of past events, but then somehow it all puts it into perspective near the end as we have the full picture. And it's kind of a sad episode too. I mean, there was a bomb involved and some people who have died because of it. So it's pretty sad indeed. But the way the episode is playing out is pretty great. I really love the opening sequence. I don't remember what music is played. You can check it out. But at the beginning of the episode, that music is played, and basically Allison is telling people about, she's the narrator, and she's explaining how some people might want things that are not good for them. For example, a donut, and then eventually they might turn beasts, like this man, Red Skinner. Some other people, like that girl, might like to harm herself, harm themselves, and then of course it leads to a lot of problems. So basically, I like how this episode begins. Really, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, really. I don't know what else I could say about it. I thought the episode was nice. It played out well. It made some sense. And well, I'm going to be wrapping this review pretty soon, wrapping it up anyhow. But yeah, so if I were to rate this episode on a scale from 1 to 10, I think I would give it a an 8 out of 10, I believe. 8 out of 10 seems to be right. Yeah, 8 out of 10 for this episode. Really good. Really good episode. And I really would, recommend to you to watch it. I mean, obviously, if you've reached that part of the show, you'll probably be watching it next. But yeah, that was a good episode in my opinion. It made a lot of sense. It's pretty sad though, but it really plays out well, right? So here I have the music, the soundtrack that is used. I believe that the music I was telling you about, hang on, the opening scene, it's something called Play. I believe there's a title here in Spanish, but my Spanish is not that great, so let me give you the English title: Death and All His Friends. It's like this, or Death and All His Friends. Death and All His Friends during the opening scene, it says here. And yeah, basically this music's gonna keep reoccurring as Allison is gonna see basically what people desire, these objects, they appear to glow, right? Whether it be in the opening sequence, and even when Allison herself is being attracted to this microwave oven at some point, it's kind of glowing because she has something about, these appliances. She's been getting obsessed with them, so this microwave oven is going to be glowing, right? But I thought that was pretty good. So yeah, this is basically it for that review. So I'd give this episode an 8 out of 10. Pretty good episode. What about you folks? What do you think about this episode? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comment section down below. I would really love to hear about your thoughts and views on this episode. And in the meantime, folks, stay safe. Goodbye. And I'll see you on the next review for another episode, God willing. And like I said, 8 out of 10 for me. In the meantime, folks, stay safe. Goodbye. Take care. This whole channel for you signing off.